So yeah, we back with another video, man, on EBTK18, y'all. EBTK18 episode 3. Let's get right to y'all. It's really boy. So, we're going against the Pelicans. It's really y'all. We going against Jrue Holiday and Anthony Davis, bro. We're going against Jrue Holiday and Anthony Davis. Jrue Holiday is about to be taking 2 shots.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. With the new year getting ramped.
I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Tell them sit down. Be humble.
Playing against the Pelicans on our home court.
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And before we get...
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not...
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. Clark, how long into a season do you wait until win-loss counts really start to matter?
I don't know if you can put a specific timeline on it, Kevin, but I think you kind of look at the season in maybe 10-day windows or 5-game windows, maybe a month window. It varies from coach to coach. For me personally, I would try to look at things in 10-day to 2-week windows and then evaluate from that standpoint.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Holiday and Moore the guards. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Davis. The Lakers with the rebound. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it, but one of them has got to win tonight.
Here we go, all alone. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Can they get it? Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Shoots from the elbow, and again it's the Lakers.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Lakers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And it goes down 2 points. 11 points in the game.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on a roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Miller with a screen on James. Here's Moore. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And that
look at DeMarcus Cousins.
Another heat
look
check.
at DeMarcus Cousins
on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. Davis kicks to Cousins. Over Lopez. No good from Cousins.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep
Look at
inside.
DeMarcus Cousins again, bro. Look at DeMarcus Cousins again, bro.
This first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been
Get out of my
superb,
pain.
and the execution
Get out
even
of my
better.
pain, DeMarcus Cousins.
To the inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Good on the shot.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And really no other way to put it, but the Lakers with that dramatic front office change last season around that deadline and new big name leadership. And the hope is that they can escape from what's been an awfully rocky patch here of Lakers history.
And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Of course.
It's going to send DeMarcus Cousins to the line.
Dude,
That's on
DeMarcus Cousins converting the three-point play.
The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
He's getting the 3
A lot of
points the
success from mid-range
old-fashioned
so
way.
far for them, guys. If nothing else worked, they
DeMarcus
can always
Cousins is
fall
getting the
back on
3
the
points
jump
the
shot.
old-fashioned
They're
way.
showing some muscle
Dude,
also in the first half.
I said get out my paint, DeMarcus Cousins.
In the paint, really like the balance they've shown. And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly, they've been the better team so far.
And the turmoil for the Lakers up top has certainly been fodder for the newspapers in Southern California.
Yeah, aborted takeover attempts, infighting, court battles. I mean, this has been a soap opera. But one thing is certain, in order to be successful as a franchise, you need everybody on the same page. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know.
Hold on, let me. Oh, never mess on 50 and ours on 100. Ours is on 100. Mine's on 100. Theirs on 50.
Can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing too.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he makes both free throws. And the New Orleans Pelicans last season with one of the worst offensive rebounding percentages in history.
Yeah, I mean, it improved somewhat with DeMarcus Cousins coming in. But I think really it's the team's philosophy, though. They value getting back in transition more than they value a chance to attack.
Ew. With the hard slam, boy. With the hard slam, boy.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets
left hand
up.
slam, boy.
Yes, he does. That's what we call
Too
helium.
good.
Yeast rising and helium floating.
Some changes for New Orleans. Mirotic is checked in for Darius Miller.
In the second,
Jordan Crawford comes in for
8:50
Ejuan Moore.
in the second
Rajon
quarter,
Rondo
bro.
is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 31.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
They've got LeBron James. Also Ingram out there. Brook Lopez is out there with Hart. That's the Laker 5. And it's Miller in the corner. Will it go? Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And when you look at the Pelicans, you got to expect for them to be one of the top defensive teams in the league. You've got the Twin Towers down low, and Drew Holiday is in the top handful, I think, of defensive point guards in the league.
Nicola Davis. Nicola Davis.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough hill for the defense
Nicola
to
Davis.
swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. It's always been a goal of mine."
Look at Drew Holiday. Look at Holiday.
Kevin?
And David,
Look at
loyalty
Drew.
does go a
Too
long way.
good.
Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. And Drew Holiday at 6'4", great size for the point guard position.
And his height enables him to cover shooting guards. At the same time, he does a great job of keeping smaller players in front of him.
And the basket is good.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
Another steal. And that one is hammered home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all
With the windmill.
cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in
With
scramble.
the windmill.
Another steal. And here they come. Shot from 16. Again, Los Angeles.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for New Orleans.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game,
Yeah.
Bringing the heat.
With the left hand.
And the lightning on that pound.
oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Miller. Banked in off the glass. Miller's got 5 points so far. Los Angeles leading by 18. Pass to Ingram. Lakers passing it around. And again, it's the Lakers.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Outside Holiday. Here's Cousins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and last season, DeMarcus Cousins moving on in that blockbuster trade. Really impossible to get equal value for a star like Cousins, but he was pleased, I think, to put all the rumors of being traded to bed.
Red Hot is checked in for Hart. Count the basket. And the Lakers lead by 20.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane and in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
Looking at DeMarcus Cousins.
On that finish.
Looking at DeMarcus
Pelicans
Cousins.
trail by 20. Holiday with the three. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Come right back.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he's on a good pace here for three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Screen by Cousins. Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jumper.
3-point play, bro. I'm getting the 3 points, the old
all
fashioned,
day,
bro.
all the time. Cold-blooded and lethal.
Moore outside. Cousins with a screen on Lopez. Here's Moore. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Lakers leading by 21. Davis with the double team. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
You know, one of the undervalued parts of rebuilding is finding talented players of high character. And that's one more thing I like about Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's unselfish, a good teammate, and he accepts input from his coaches.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. This one for 3, sinks the triple.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And Ingram very quiet, very reserved, but Clark, he embraced the go-to role in his freshman season at Duke.
Yeah, and with his work ethic, the sky's the limit for this young man. He's humble, but very confident in himself.
Down low, here's Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Break from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher, but the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket on layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. As the first quarter came to a close, they still had a double-digit lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying
The
from that strategy
Pelicans,
in the
the
second
Pelicans,
half. It's going to be another
they
paint-based
shooting
attack.
52% as a team, bro.
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ballgame.
Get dunked on, boy.
Fueled up and
Dunked on
ready to go.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Set the lineups courtesy of
Get dunked
Gatorade
on
for the
DeMarcus
second half of
Cousins.
basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now. The bigs inside, Davis and Cousins. Holiday and Moore, the guards. And it's Miller in at the small forward. Back to Holiday. Tries a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty.
The cheese over here, boy.
But that's how you win games.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And another three for the Lakers.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Cousins dishes to Holiday. It's Davis on the wing to stop the run. That one a little long.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3.
Boy, you.
That's a beautiful.
Look at DeMarcus Cousins
And that monster
again.
lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it
Look
looks
at
too
DeMar-
easy for them. Almost
Look
looks
at
too easy
that,
for them,
boy.
I should
Look
say,
at
Greg.
that.
I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Boy, look at DeMarcus Cousins again, bro. I'm too
Screen by
good.
Cousins. Moore passes to Cousins. Now here is Holiday. He's tightly guarded. Screen by Cousins. Here's Moore. Just 5 on the clock.
No.
And again, New Orleans has no luck.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And it's in there.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Another steal. And the layup's good off the glass.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
The Pelicans have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. For the finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much needed run too, Greg. I mean, they've
How many steals I got? I got 12 steals.
turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
You know what I'm saying, boy? I got 12 steals. You know what I'm saying, boy? Now I'm trying to get 10 assists to get a triple double.
And Cousins kicks to Miller.
Oh, yeah.
And the rejection by James.
And a big lead for them on
With
both
the left
the
hand.
scoreboard and
The
the
left hand
backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has
With the
been a
left
big
hand.
key in this one, Greg.
With the
They've
left hand.
asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the Pelicans at last season's trade deadline making the big deal for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, you look at Anthony Davis being paired with Cousins, and certainly on paper you could make the argument that they've got the best 1-2 punch on the front line in the league. Two Kentucky guys, great size and offensive skill in terms of their versatility. If they can surround them with shooters and some perimeter defense, I think this group could be scary.
Shot to stop the drought, and Davis can't get it to go.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making the shots. Right now, they're behind, and certainly could use his help.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things out in the second half. Moore. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting
Drew
them.
Pitts throwing that love to me.
Executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. And here are the Pelicans now. Dish now to Davis. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The pass to Red Hot. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Red Hot's got 10.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Holiday, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
And you know, Holiday has a gorgeous touch from outside. He's a deadly shooter, an absolute laser when you give him space to fire.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Miller sets a screen for Davis. Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check. Another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Outside Holiday. And Clark, we've heard the term empty stats for players that put up big numbers but didn't impact the game to the same level of those numbers. What do you think about empty stats?
I'm mixed on empty stats. Clearly, some stats impact winning more than others, but in this day of analytics, some of the stats that apparently document impact in winning may be overdone. Big time throwdown
with the windmill. With the windmill flush.
Athleticism on that finish.
With the windmill. Yeah.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Screen by Cousins. Looking to end the run, and Holiday is good for 3. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Inside. Here's Red Hot, and another basket for the Lakers.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Cousins. Baseline jumper. That one misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the
I'd be so
defensive
good
end,
at
very
6:33
impressive. And they forced quite a few
in the
turnovers
fourth
as a
quarter,
result.
bro.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the
I
turnovers.
got a
that they
triple-double
forced
this
tonight
time,
has
y'all.
also
I
helped.
got a
Catching up on the
triple-double
changes
this
for New
time.
Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Cousins.
Dude,
Solomon Hill comes
I
in for
got a
Davis.
triple-double
Rajon
this
Rondo is
time.
subbed in for Drew
I
Holiday.
got a triple-double
They've
this
got red
time.
hot.
I'm saying.
LeBron James is out there with Ingram. And it's Kuzma.
Oh, I got his ankles. I got Drew
That's who's in the
Holiday.
game for the Lakers.
I got Drew.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Knocked loose. Here's Cousins. It's pulled in by Los Angeles. Red Hot's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Took him no time at all on that one.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
The Lakers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in.
Yeah, boy, good
Alexis
defense.
has checked in for New
Brandon
Orleans.
Ingram, good
Ian Clark.
defense. Yeah.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Holiday dishes to Clark. Well, the NBA has made some adjustments to prevent the hack-a-shack strategy, fouling big men who can't make free throws. It still happens. Clark, is it always going to be a part of the game, do you think?
I think it will be part of the game, and I don't necessarily like it. I would much rather see the rule.
Yeah, boy.
Such a strong
Get dunked on.
finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard.
He dunked on boy.
Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Davis sets a screen.
Time out, time out.
Clock. Davis. It's
Come on.
good on the putback.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And the Lakers call time here. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Hill, he's checked in for Miller.
Quick isolation, you already know. You already know. Quick
Lakers have
isolation.
gone 6 of 11
You
since the
already
start
know.
of the fourth quarter.
You already know, boy. Quick isolation.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Dang, bro. That's a blocking foul.
Foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Lakers.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Clark kicks to Ajinça. He feeds it to Holiday. He tries for 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Pulls up on the wing, and the bank shot is good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
No, when I get it going, y'all got to double team me.
Yeah,
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The feed to Ajinça. Back to Holiday.
No, when I get it going, y'all gotta double team me,
And we
bro.
just had one of the closer MVP races in recent memory. Clark, do you define the MVP as a player with the most impressive stats, or the best player on the best team, or somewhere in between?
Kevin, to me, the MVP is an individual award. Clearly,
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Looking at Drew, boy.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again. You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Knocked away.
Of course.
And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And it's Hill with the
So
juice.
I just got
You
ripped.
guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on
Boy.
the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an
He
uncommon
got
talent.
5
Yep,
fouls.
uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Hard, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And then for New Orleans, Okafor is checked in for Davis. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Crawford, no good off the front iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just
Hey,
think
yo,
he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed
On
it.
2K19, I'm gonna quote the
know
same
what he was thinking
players.
there. He actually was in a
On
brain neutral
2K19.
position.
And, like on 2K20, I quote the same players on
It
2K20.
was love at first sight.
I'm quote the same players on
After
2K19,
one
so
interview with the team and the top brass, the other
converting
interviews were
the
all
3-point play,
canceled.
boy.
The
I'm
dream
getting the
job
3
was
points
his
to
for the
old
taking, and I
and
think
straight, boy.
he's going to turn out to be quite a good coach in the NBA.
There's the pick. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him.
No,
Crawford
yo, if
going
he,
around him.
yo,
Good.
bro, cause ours on 50, and ours is on 100, bro.
The assist goes to Hill. 8 points for Crawford.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
And he called it his dream job. But a lot of risk for Luke Walton, certainly in Los Angeles. Lakers had just gone through the worst season in franchise history.
Yeah, and, you know, not to mention the unrest in the front office, Kevin. In the end, though, for Luke, it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. He's a SoCal guy. He won rings in L.A., and it wasn't the safe move, but sometimes the best move requires
Bro,
some risk.
chill, my,
It was
yo,
where
my
he
God,
wanted
bro.
to be.
And so it's going to end up in the record books
So good.
as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. I'm getting the 3 points to old
And the
fast,
Pelicans
boy.
making a change here. Rondo's checked in. There's the screen, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Red Hot, he's checked in for Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is good from Ajinça.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Okafor sets the pick for Crawford.
To
To the
you.
middle. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And a
Nope.
wide open look for Rondo. A 3-pointer off the mark. Passes to Red Hot from deep three-point range, and again it's the Lakers from deep. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Rondo.
181 to 99 is the final score, y'all. 181 to 99 is the final score, y'all. 181 to 99 is the final score, y'all.
Fans involved from the get-go.
181 to 99 is the final score, y'all. Alright, let me check these stats. Like always, I got a triple-double this time. I had 114 points, 6 boards, 11 dimes, 15 assists. No blocks, 2 turnovers. I missed 1 shot. I had 6 3-pointers this game. I had 8 free throws this game. I had 5 fouls this game. I got a 91 plus, and I'm responsible for 143 points. Junior Pierce had a good game. He had 23 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, no steals, no blocks, 1 turnover. He shot a hot 80%, and he shot 100% for 3.4 for 4. He had 3 free throws this game. He had no fouls this game. He got a 77 plus. I got a 91 plus, and he is responsible for 27 points.
Rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Our next game going against the Washington Wizards. Oh, y'all, it felt like this video, man, like and subscribe to the channel, turn the post notification bell so you never miss the upload. Go follow me on PS4, Antonio level 2593, and show to my second channel, Antonio Pitts. Peace, y'all. I love y'all. I will see you guys in my next video. It's really y'all.